understood the joke until they're your age. So let's see if this line registers the same way that when you were 6, you saw the movie, and now. James says, "I haven't seen this many strange letters since I placed that personal ad." Right? Every 6-year-old's like, James said something, that's funny. And your mom and dad are like, no, that's funny. This is a funny movie. I didn't realize this movie was going to be so good. Right? And then, of course, in the same film, I think, cutting right to the chase, James comes out dressed as a Moltres and says, "I'm a flaming Moltres." And I think Jesse says, "Where did he come up with that costume?" And Meow says, "It's something he got out of his closet." Right, 6 years old, Meow, Jesse J. Love, Team Rock. And parents are like, this is classic. This is funnier than like, Jerry Lewis. This is like, it's great. Yes. Yeah. I'll just use my trusty frying pan as a drying pan. See, there's another example of why is that the most popular rock line? Because we had to dub the movie. And you know that some Japanese guy who wrote the original line, because that's not what it says, was like, "This is the funniest line in the world." Puts the thing on his head, it is hilarious. Right? And you're like, what can we do to make this, like, he's putting a frying pan over his head in the rain. What are we going to say? Because, the words for frying pan and drying pan, there's no Japanese translation for that. So the writer wrote that as like, we'll just put this in, no one will notice. No one will notice. I have a postcard in here of that moment, because it's the most popular postcard I sell. They're like, "Dude, you have the drying pan line." "Oh yeah, people bring me frying pans to sign." And of course, and they think, they're like, "I bet you've never signed a frying pan." I'm like, "You want to see the 30 pictures of me like, frying pan, frying pan." I just took I did a bunch of conventions in New Zealand, and there was this area of volcanic activity, and the area was called frying pan something. And I took a picture like this next to the sign and posted it. It's like, this is for my fans, even while I'm, here in Kiwi world. So, yeah. Yeah. Voice healthcare, good question. So, like anything else, you can strain your voice, you can lose your voice, like, working out, pushing yourself too hard. Main thing is drinking a lot of water, obviously. If you feel your voice is starting to go, if it's getting fatigued, you need to stop. And even if you're in the middle of a long session, you can say, "I need a break," or, "You know what, can we pick up on this tomorrow?" Sometimes, "Oh no, man, we got a deadline, we got to do this." Well, you know what, I don't have it. I'm going to lose my voice. The worst thing you can do is use something like a chloroseptic that masks the pain, because it's like, juicing up and going, "I can keep playing, I'm fine," right? Until the next day. Masking the pain doesn't heal the problem. What I use when it's really bad, you guys have a Whole Foods around here? Health food? Okay, there's a product called Singer's Saving Grace. It is the nastiest stuff for the first 10 seconds you'll ever taste. You might as well lick the bottom of your shoe. If it would heal your voice as well as this stuff does, you might as well do that. It comes in about 6 flavors. I think it's like lemon and honey, peppermint, cinnamon, and extra nasty. It's extra strength, but it's extra nasty. It's about $14 a bottle, but it's like 1 or 2 sprays is all you need. Unlike your chloroseptics and things that are numbing it, it actually is all herbal, and it actually reduces the inflammation in your throat. So it's helping you, but not with medicine, but organic ingredients. That's a big one. People will tell you that they do warm-up exercises. Personally, I drink a lot of black coffee. Caffeine dries you out causes mouth clicks. If you start getting mouth clicks, you can eat an apple. Eating an apple will get rid of your mouth noise. That's a little trick there too. But I like the warmth of coffee. When I'm gonna sing, I drink coffee, and if it's really, like if I've got a little tickle because I've got bad allergies, I will actually take a sip of single malt scotch. Because that little bit of scotch going down, actually, I'm not saying get drunk when you do voiceovers. Though I've done some of my best work that way. But that's what I do. Now you'll hear everybody's got a whole different thing that people are drinking. Tea, the tannic acid in tea actually gets me I feel very cottony in my mouth. I don't like it. You know, I almost get a little nauseous from it. You know, and never drink milk. No dairy. Dairy is all mouth noises, things like that. Produces phlegm. Yuck, I know I had to say phlegm, I'm sorry. At least I didn't say moist. The main thing is rest. If you feel it's going, you need to stop. And whispering when you're losing your voice is awful. When you whisper, you're pushing and clamping down on your cords. Very bad. It's better to speak than whisper. Bad. And the best thing is, shut up. You know what I mean? So there you go. Yeah.